So I want to talk to you about leadership. Look, I've been really challenged being a basketball coach, working with a lot of different people who have different ways of doing things and have a different understanding of leadership. But I want to give you a quote, and it's important to know. You can't be so wrong in your rightness. You can't be so wrong in your rightness. Look, being right isn't leadership, right? Being right, I'm right. This is what's right. Yeah, it might be what's right, but it might be wrong how you're doing it. And I think right now we have to ask ourselves, if we're a leader, like the most important thing is to do the right thing the right way, not do the right thing the wrong way. You're like, oh, well then they're just making excuses. Okay, well you're not. We can't judge. We got to be curious. So I think what we need to do is be curious about the people we're leading. So what does being curious mean? Hey, what's your goals? You're leading your kid. What's your goals? Where do you want to head? Oh, I want to help you to get there. And then you work together. Hey, you said those were your goals. I didn't say they were your goals. Leading people is helping people to realize their goals and you helping them to get there. Not you going, I'm the goal setter. I'm going to get you there. You're like, well, this person's a part of our organization. Well, then you have the wrong person if they're not, wanting to be on the right path to reach the goals that you have, then your goals don't match up. Leadership is all about that you have a goal together. And how are you? So for coaches, like, how are we going to win games? But we want to win games, that's right. But we want to do it the right way. We don't want to cheat. We want to do our very best to do it the right way. So leadership is all about doing what is right the right way, not doing what is right the wrong way. And that's interesting to think about. Leadership is also about how are we able to outbelieve someone in their goals, right? So let's say somebody's goal is they want to be a doctor. They come to you, well, I made this mistake. I don't know I believe in you. How can I help you to make that happen? They're like, you still believe me? It just happened recently with my own dad. I call him up on the phone. I said, hey, Dad. And he's like, oh, man, how's it going? And he starts to encourage me. He starts telling me, hey, I just want you to know. And he's been saying this a lot lately. I mean, you're one of the best leaders I know. You're an entrepreneur of the family. I'm like, Dad, I appreciate you saying that, but I really haven't built the gym yet. I haven't reached the goals of the arena. I mean, all these different goals I have. I'm starting to list. I'm not impacting as many lives. He goes, are you serious? And he started challenging me. And he said, do you understand how many people you've impacted and how many people you've touched? And I started be like, wow, I'm really self-focused. You see, my leader, my dad, was out-believing me. He believed in me more than I believed in me. And I think that's what leadership is about out-believing the people you're leading. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, oh, I can't do this. This is impossible. You're like, no, how are we going to get to this together? Leadership is about you care about their goal more than they care about their goal. And then you're like, well, that's not leading, that's enabling. No, enabling is when people stop wanting to reach their goal. And you got to see the difference. Enabling is when, guess what? You're doing it for them. I don't want to do anything. My dad's not doing anything for me. And I don't want to do anything for the people that I'm leading. I want them to be the ones to put the hard work and dedication and service in to create their goals and make it possible. But guess what? I'm not going to do it for them, but I'm going to believe them there and give them resources and tools to get there. Leadership is believing so much in someone that they can't believe that you would believe in them that much. And you know what? That's what I believe leadership is. Out-believing the believer. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, I believed you. And you don't need to tell them that. That's the other thing, leadership. The intimate things that you care about those people, you need to share with them because you care about them. But this particular concept, you don't need to share with them. That you're out. Now I'm sharing it with you so now everybody knows. But I want to tell you that you need to outbelieve the person that believes they have this goal. And so my goal for all of you to lead you is to get to heaven. But guess what? That might not be your goal. So I can't believe you there. But if that is your goal, I want to help you to get there. Your belief, me as a leader, your belief might be to be the best dad ever. Well, I want to help you with that. To be the best dad ever, you have to be the best husband ever. And that's what I believe. You're like, well, I don't believe that. Well, I don't think you're going to get there. You're like, well, I'm divorced. Well, guess what? You got to still believe in the person you started that marriage with, or guess what? That child's going to always question whether you believe in them. So you have to find the good things in that person you divorced, even though it's your ex and it's not easy and it's difficult. But seeing the goodness in them so that your kid can see the goodness in themselves.